My name is Michelle Keane from Knocknagoshel in County Kerry, and I'm advocating a no vote on the referendums on March the 8th for all the great people of the Castle Island electoral area and the great people of Kerry and Éire to come out now and show solidarity and compassion for us Great Mná hÉireann and vote no on March the 8th. To stop this cobbled together Irish government along with Roderick O'Gorman, who have, in my opinion, no respect for us Great Mná hÉireann by trying to erase us out of our constitution. There's a new dawn approaching in Irish history, whereby great Irish women will now be given a strong platform to voice their opinions. There are some very simple comments that can be made about the utterly inappropriate intervention by the Law Society in a national debate. Durable has now been confirmed as a battleground for future lucrative legal cases that its members will make a fortune from. For example, the chairperson of the Referendum Commission believes that exchanging of Christmas cards can be tokens a durable relationship. We could take it therefore that the caveats expressed by Michael McDowell about the use of this ambiguous word are well placed. The word diversity has of course become one of the sacred cows of contemporary culture. However, the fact remains that civil unions are possible in Ireland, and these reflect the diversity that already exists. In my opinion, our Prime Minister Leo is in a relationship with another man, which does not prevent him posting videos of sexual encounters with yet other men, and has chosen this lifestyle as one that suits him. It speaks volumes for the level of nonsense that is going on here. But there is a more fundamental level still. Correctly, the Law Society President, Barry McCarthy, states that the Constitution is the national foundational legal document. That does not mean that our legal system, which predates the Constitution, is our foundational legal system. In fact, they continue as lawyers in court to quote precedents from British common law, dating back hundreds of years in court. Yet our constitutional law means that we have a civil system rather than a common law system. Indeed, the issue about when the Brehon law system was superseded by British common law is still alive, as one Supreme Court head, Susan Durham, pointed out that when she argued that she would be happy to accept arguments from Brehon law in her courtroom. Moreover, the Irish legal system routinely violates the terms of the European Courts of Human Rights by giving disappropriate resources to plaintiffs and defendants who just happen to have a lot of money, unlike their legal opponents. In my opinion, all this seems to indicate that maybe President Barry McCarthy of the Law Society should stay out of political issues which he doesn't understand and maybe get his own house in order. Voting yes to these pointless referendums will not create immediate women's rights. In fact, it will do the polar opposite and take our rights away from the Great Mná hÉireann, from our constitution. I was deeply saddened to hear that former President Mary McAleese has decided to vote yes, stating that a resounding yes vote would place a new spotlight on the world of family, and stated that we are part of a journey, not a destination. I totally disagree with the former President McAleese. The only journey herself and this cobbled together Irish government is on a suicidal mission to get rid of us Great Mná hÉireann and our rights out of this constitution enacted by our great forefathers in 1937. Ireland is now at breaking point. Recent protests and riots in Kildare, where mothers and fathers are trying to protect their daughters from the potential carnage that's about to be inflicted on their society. The government and Roderick O'Gorman need to stop propagating this lie that this constitution somehow says that a woman's place is in the home. As a feminist, I have enjoyed a very successful career, and I've always championed for women in business and women in general, and I've embraced my constitutional rights that our great forefathers have given me. This is a very exciting time in the chapter of Irish history. Mr. Roderick O'Gorman and the Irish government, if they had studied these, in my opinion, pointless referendums, they would realise and accept that both men and women have duties in the Sataglach, the household. We must never forget our roots and where we came from and vote no on March the 8th. And don't do what Sinn Féin and the Irish government are now trying to do by erasing us, Great Mná hÉireann, out of our constitution and turning their backs on us. After all, it was the Irish people who voted them into power. But as we see now, the tide is turning and a new dawn is awakening. Us feminists and Mná hÉireann are perfectly fine and protected under our constitution enacted by our forefathers of 1937. And will this Irish government, along now with Sinn Féin hopping on the bandwagon, just leave our rights to us, Great Mná hÉireann, that our forefathers had the foresight to see and envisage for us and for our protection? Remember, your voice is your vote. So come out and vote no on March the 8th. Go raibh míle maith agat.